Okay, now let's set up CORS for this project. If you don't set up CORS, then when you are going to make a request from your front end, then you will get a CORS error. Therefore, we are going to set up CORS to get rid of that error. Okay, so below this app where we have initialized our app, here we are going to set up our CORS. App.add middleware. We are going to handle this as middleware. Actually, we need to import CORS. Therefore, from FastAPI dot middleware dot CORS middleware. Okay, now we need to set that here. CORS middleware. Below it, we are going to allow origin. Allow origins will be, we are going to allow everything. Therefore, we need to put a list. Then inside this list, we are going to do like this. Okay, then Control D a few more times. We are going to allow few more things. First one is credential. Then we are going to allow all credential. We are going to allow all methods. We are going to allow all headers. Okay, then we are going to set up our database. For that, we are going to create another folder inside source with name of config. Okay, inside config, we are going to create a initialize file, that is init. Afterward, we are going to create a new file with name of database. Here we are going to set up our MySQL database or SQLModel. We need to install a few packages in Python with pip to handle our database. First one is pip install SQLModel. Then the second one is MySQL connector Python. I guess I misspelled it. Okay, let's install it. It will take a few seconds to install the first package. We have installed these two packages. Let me copy them and paste it inside requirements. Instead of installing it manually, you can just write pip install our requirements. It will install all the packages from this requirements file. Okay, now I'm going to run it again. Let me show you the database. If you are using Linux and you have installed XAMPP, you can just give the command like this to start XAMPP server. We need MySQL to start, so therefore I am starting my XAMPP server. Once it is started, you can see MySQL, everything. I'm already running it. Let me restart it, or you can just see the status by sudo opt lamp then status like this. Okay, this is the status. MySQL is running, Apache is running. Once you have installed MySQL and starting it successfully, then you can see a phpMyAdmin dashboard like this. Let me reload it. Localhost /phpMyAdmin. Here we are going to create a new user. If you don't have one, you need to create one. Okay, otherwise you can just go with this root user, or you can go with this root user. No problem with that. You don't need any password. You see the password for those users, we don't need any password. So I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to set a password. Okay, so The username will be Sion and the password will be test1234. Okay, then let me retype it, 1234. Okay, now I want to grant all permission to the user. Let me go. Yeah, you have added a user successfully. So let me, okay, let me see all the users once again. We have users and it is using password and it has all the privileges. Okay, now we are going to create a new database. Once you click on these databases, we have databases information. Those are the default databases. Once you have installed XAMPP, those are the default databases you are going to get. Now I am going to create a new one from scratch. Football stats, this would be the name of my database. Okay, now here I am going to set up this database URL. For this I am going to create a new environment variable name with MySQL underscore URI. The database URL will be like this: MySQL plus MySQL connector, MySQL connector :/. Here we need to put our username, that is Sion, and the password test1234, and @ localhost / name of our database, that is football underscore stats. Okay, this is our MySQL URI, where we need to load environment variables. Here we are already loading it from .env load environment variable. Once you are using this, then we can use import OS. We can use MySQL URL is equal os.get env MySQL underscore URI. Okay, and if we don't have this MySQL URI in our .env file, then we are going to get none as default. Let me print it out. Print MySQL URI, and here I am going to import it from config.database import MySQL URI. Let me run the project once again. Once you run this, we are getting an error. It is saying no module name config. Okay, so here is the problem. We need to import like this src dot. Let me try it once again. Yeah, it is running, and this is our environment variable which is printing out. This is the environment variable we have set here for MySQL URI.